last week. Oh,
I
You
just
lost.
think
dang.
what?
The Divis family said, not good enough when I gave my excuse.
You
They
see, Randy
probably
said,
went to-
absolutely not.
They said strike 3.
The Divison said, how dare he come in 10 minutes late?
I know. It was like 15 minutes late. It was rough.
Very frustrated.
He was fighting for his life.
Missy, did you hear my presumed reason why you guys disconnected?
I did not.
It's because my reason wasn't good enough, and so you just bailed.
Bye.
Yeah. Poor
No.
excuse.
And he started the MacBook update at 8:15, and it just restarted.
My computer updated today, and then my iPhone updated yesterday. So many updates.
Yeah,
My
that's what's
computer,
bad right now.
my computer updates and I never see it. It just says it updated.
Yeah.
You kind of is
I love
your iPhone 15? Does it run hot constantly?
No, that's a pro
Okay.
thing. Sorry.
Yeah. Mine. It's
I got the
chilled out
Plus.
since this last update, but honestly, for the first full day, it was I couldn't hold the phone because it was so hot.
It's even worse with the bigger one. People
Yeah, I
are
didn't
it's ridiculous.
I didn't get the bigger one.
Yeah.
I'm almost kind of regretting it. I missed the big screen, but I think I'll get used to the smaller screen.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to actually hold in my hand.
Right.
What were you gonna say, Kevin?
I wasn't necessarily going to say anything. I was just holding up my phone
Oh,
because I have the
I thought you
big
said
one, and I love my big phone.
What do you have?
I have an iPhone Pro 12 Max.
Nice.
So that's what I had, and then it just stopped charging.
Mm,
And
that's
it's
annoying.
that. It's that 3-year mark.
It was
every
that's
single
Misty's
time.
phone.
That's what's
Misty's
going
phone
on.
doesn't charge.
Yeah, it was frustrating. So I just gotta.
Randy, does your phone still charge?
Yeah, it does.
It's good.
Yeah, that is good. But I still think we're about to trade ours in. But I think we're going to get the 14s.
That's totally fine. I mean,
They're-
the difference
just
between the
as good.
14 and the 15s is really small. So,
That's what it seems. And the price is double, and I can't justify why.
right.
Cost wise, mine would have been. I think it was $3 or $4 a month cheaper to get the 15, based on the phone I traded in. I guess I don't know.
Look into getting the 15 Plus, not the Pro Max. And you might like that.
Alright, so we were actually just at Verizon 2 days ago doing the math on all of them.
Got it.
If we go to the 14, we'll owe them a couple $100 up front,
hmm
and it'll be the same. And if we go to the 15, our bill will go up $56 a month.
Oh, for you both? Yeah, for you both. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
So-
that's tough.
I would rather
Alright.
I'd rather just give them $400 and maintain our $94 cell phone bill.
For sure.
Makes sense.
Why is everything so expensive?
It's pretty cheap.
It's super cheap. Also, I get a
Extremely
first
cheap.
responder discount.
Do you guys have unlimited data?
Yes.
Nice.
Do you use Verizon, Ikena?
No, I'm on AT&T,
Oh,
and I
okay.
get a slight Goodyear discount.
I just learned about the first responder and teacher discount. We just get I don't X amount of dollars off from Courtney's. I can't wait to find
Oh,
out how
nice.
much it's going to be. But
Yeah, so I have a lower tier thing because again, mine doesn't qualify me for the iPhone 15 deal.
Right.
But my lower tier unlimited everything is $94 a month, which
Oh,
is
nice.
pretty cheap for 2 phones.
Yeah.
extremely cheap.
You know.
So
So, yeah,
mine
like
is
I said,
70 for just me. So I don't know how much it would be if I added Alex, but sucks.
I have a bunch of stuff going through my Verizon account. I have my account with unlimited data. I also get Disney Plus and ESPN Plus through it all. So
Yeah, Verizon
That's
throws a bunch of
Minus
stuff
two.
at you.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then we have our
Verizon?
watches. Our watches are like X amount of dollars per month too. I think we end up paying like a little over $200 a month for everything.
But you have like
around 200-ish.
You have like the data on your watches, like through Verizon.
I mean, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they have to have data. I don't think they do any wireless only.
I'm not for the Apple Watch. They have like the Wi-Fi version and then like the 5G or 4G.
Oh yeah, I think like it's only. I think it's like only the 5G that Verizon offers, though. At least that's what they told us like a year ago when we got them. But
yeah,
whatever. Kevin, what's one thing you remember from last week?
I remember telling the story about how my village passed away and how I was able to escape.
Cool. How about this? Well, how about everyone just summarizes the story they told? Ikenna, what is the story you told?
I told a story about a half-elf boy that is in no relation to anybody that anybody knows, and he just had a sad life growing up, but he turned it around for himself.
Was his name Ballsgrin?
I hope not.
Okay. Missy, what was your story about?
About a really angry girl named Mary that just like was angry no matter what, and then when she finally exploded, she had to leave her home and could never go back.
Were these supposed to be stories or autobiographies?
They were supposed to be just stories, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it could be a story's a story. An autobiography is a story.
I mean, mine was a story, so I'm not sure who told an autobiography.
Alex, what was your story about?
A little girl who had a great life
Wonderful.
with 2 parents,
Both alive.
both alive.
All right. Randy, what was your story about?
My story was about a forest druid gnome that was chasing a grasshopper around all of the members of his family.
Heck yeah. Who remembers what? Who remembers what Stanimir's? His name was Stanimir. I don't have my notes up right now. I'm trying to frantically pull everything up because I'm behind. Who remembers the NPC stories?
I do.
Go for it.
Stanimir's was about like Strahd being like forced from his home and stumbling into the Vistani camp, and all he wanted to do was go home, but he couldn't. All his enemies were after him, and the Vistani protected him, and so he protected them, and now they're allowed in his land, even after he like went really bad. And that was true.
Mhm.
And Eliza's was about like this, I would assume like cleric or like servant of the Morning Lord named Lukdana, who had a holy symbol, and they fought some person, Chernavog or something, this demon lord, and she banished him, and the holy symbol was just lost. And it is somewhere on the edge of the domain in Yesterhill. And Archuri's story was about a fox who couldn't save a sparrow, so all the sparrows took his son and to the kingdom of the night, and then he like got this really gross, weird like disease thing, and then the dad had to kill his kid.
Holy cow, your notes were so good. Yes, that was like the perfect summary of every story. Cool. Any questions? Any questions about anything before we get started? Anything lingering, gnawing at you? The roleplay chat was popping this past week.
I tried.
Yeah, it just says, "Oi, that got deep fast."
Silence.
Met with silence. Cool beans, cool beans. All right, so yeah, the stories are over. Who was the winner? Was that Warren?
Walrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Warren
Oh,
you got you got the manuscript.
Yep. And
That had
I gave it to Sal, I'm pretty sure.
I believe you read it and then handed it to Sal, with some information on werewolves, written by Dr. Rudolf van Richten. The story ends. You all turn in for the night. Anybody care to do anything for the night, or just have a good night's sleep?
I would like to go away outside of the camp to go to bed.
Outside of the camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like super far, but like I don't want to. No, I don't want to wake up in the middle of it.
Understood. Yeah, on the outskirts, outside of everything. Awesome. An uneventful night happens, which is wonderful for you all because that has been a rare occasion here in Barovia as of late. It is morning time. No birds chirping, no cheery morning sounds that you would hear in other lands. This is Barovia after all. But you are met with the smell of eggs, bacon, and you hear laughter and some chatter outside as you come out of your tents, and the Vistani are making breakfast and just having a grand old time, and you are offered breakfast as well, should you care to accept. Anyone?
I'll have some breakfast.
I absolutely have some breakfast.
You said we were offered it by who?
Just I didn't name a name specifically. Just they're all kind of collectively like inviting you in. You spot the familiar faces of Arturi, Stanmir, and Eliza, kind of all sitting in a group together. They smile and kind of beckon you over and clear some seats. There's plenty of room for you.
I nervously take a plate.
Okay.
I'll go sit by. I want to sit by Arturi.
Cool. Hattie plops down next to Arturi. The plate is it's got eggs, it's got bacon, and it's got potatoes. Everybody has a seat, sits around. It's not really a campfire anymore, but you see the coals all and where the fire used to be, and everybody's chatting, and quiet hush almost falls over as you all see Madame Eva emerge from her tent and kind of slowly but surely walk over. She's got this cane that she kind of leans on and uses to support her as she walks over and gets her breakfast, and she takes a seat near you all in your little group here with Arturi, Stanimir, and Eliza, and she gives a quiet little cackle, well, I see you've had a wonderful evening.
Indeed. A full night's rest is always a good thing.
I
That's
agree.
true. So, wonderful. Everybody's well rested. Everybody's played their games. It certainly is a fun one to play. But please, what are your next steps now that you've had some insight?
We're going to bake pies.
I'm sorry. Baked pies.
Yes, good berry pies.
Good berry pie. Well,
I've played all night. I reach into my pocket and I pull out a handful of good berries.
you did cast it last night, so yeah, they still would be good. I believe it's 24 hours, right? That they're
Yep.
good to go. So she's kind of smiles, just like, well, I'll be. All my years here in Barovia, and I've yet to see a good berry pie.
Do you want to come with us? You can see
Oh,
one for
no.
yourself.
These old bones aren't much for traveling, but I do appreciate the offer. My place is here. She pulls out a pouch, kind of jingles as she pulls it out, and hands it to you, Dunkel, and says, please, if you find your way to Vallaki, I have a favor to ask of you.
What's that?
My great-grandniece, Arabelle, absolutely adores Blinsky's toys in Vallaki. She says, could you, by chance, buy her a toy from Blinsky's and deliver it to her? You're more than welcome to keep the change for your efforts.
How old is she?
Oh, just a mere child. She's be turning 10.
Warren, did you hear what she needs?
Yeah, I overheard.
Great. I'm terrible at remembering these things. Can you help her?
Sure. Why not?
The bag of coins still in your hands, Dunkel. She smiles and says, like I said, I would go myself, but these long journeys are simply too taxing for my old bones, and my place is here. She lives in a Vistani encampment to the southwest of Vallaki, and it's her 10th name day in about 2 days' time, so if by chance you're able to get it to her by then, I would be forever in your debt.
Forever in our debt?
Well, not
It's
not
2
gonna
days,
give
you don't have a
ourselves
gift
up,
for
but
it yet?
it's an expression. What was that, Hattie?
Her birthday's in 2 days, you didn't have a plan for a birthday gift?
Well, a plan presented itself just now.
Huh.
Otherwise, it was, let's get something for her next time. I very rarely see her, unfortunately.
Do you have any other nieces?
Oh, just the one.
Warren's your man.
She says, well, Walren, I greatly appreciate you being voluntold you're doing this. She smiles cryptically and kind of says, she is a most interesting child. Believe you may enjoy speaking with her. And with that, she gets up and returns to her tent. Stanimir, Arturi, and Eliza are all kind of standing up and getting ready for the day. You hear them kind of planning out chores, collecting firewood, making sure the tents are sturdy, feeding the horses, things like that. And they kind of notice you all finishing your breakfast and say, well, it was wonderful for you to stop by, but I'm sure you've got places to be and things to do and pies to bake.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that we do.
Well, wonderful. It was a pleasure as always. You're always welcome here at Serpool Encampment, and we wish you the best. That was silence, and they turn and go back about their day.
I wait till I think that they're out of earshot and try and get Archuri's attention. Or did they all walk up together?
And they're all kind of they're not walking out. They're kind of just all hanging out. They've just kind of turned away from you and turned their attention back to the tasks at hand. Am I getting it? Is anyone else hearing
Yeah,
echo?
we're getting some feedback, guys.
Who's it? Test. I don't know who it is.
Is it? I'm sure it does.
I think it was, but I don't know. I don't hear it now. Whatever you did.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they didn't walk away. They just kind of turned their attention to other things. Kind of gave like a polite goodbye, but they can't really leave. This is where they're staying, so it's kind of like the old Midwestern goodbye, right? Like, well, about that time.
Before we leave, I just wanted to ask Arturi, I guess, like with that feedback is not coming from us. We hear it now. Hang on.
That one's Kevin now.
That was crazy.
You kind of. What do you want to do next?
In the game or for the sound issues?
No, we're just all taking turns because I can just be like this, like.
Just blow into my microphone.
Am I still bad?
No,
I
it's
can
okay.
hear it.
I think.
Yeah, you can catch Arturi's attention. I mean, are you trying to be secretive about it, or are you just trying to pull him aside?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pull him aside.
Yeah, he says, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh yeah. In your story, you were talking about the Kingdom of Night. Do you know like where that is?
Oh, it's just a story, a metaphor. There is no kingdom of night. We're in it. And he looks around and looks at the sky that with the sun teasing. You can tell it's there, but you can't see it. And he says, "Where? This is the night. We're in it, Hattie."
At this, Sal has been like also trying to get a small conversation going with Arturi, and so seeing Hattie like kind of pull him to the side, he's kind of been like trying to eavesdrop a little, and he'd like to chime in and say, "You know, Arturi, your story last night did sound quite familiar to me, actually. Where did you say you got the werewolf manuscript from again?"
Why, the greatest monster hunter there ever lived. Dr. Rudolf van Richten, of course. Why do you ask?
Did you know him?
I did. We
What was
were
that?
dear friends quite some time ago. Do you know
When did-
him?
Indeed.
Well, I'll be. He smiles and says, well, I never heard him talk about you, so I must have been friends with him before your time, when he took you under his wing, but, wow, small world here in Barovia, I'll say.
I agree. Are you
Says-
sure that you think that this is the night? And I gesture to all around.
Certainly. When I knew Rudolph, he, wasn't here in Barovia. We were in the land of Faerun, and been trying to find him for quite some time, and I believe I tracked him here. Did you know him here?
Indeed.
See, like a look of excitement, satisfaction. He says, "I knew it. I knew it." And he says, "I am in the right place. I am." He says, "That's quite frankly, to be honest with you, Sal. That's why I'm here in Barovia. I followed the mists and came to this land searching for Dr. Rudolph van Richten, and I do believe he is here somewhere. I just don't know where, and I don't know what happened to him."
He disappeared. It's still a mystery to this day.
He says, well, I mean, it's a tough one. I'm pulling at straws here.
Sal looks at Hattie real fast and kind of like interjects and says, Hattie, what do you know about this night castle?
What night castle?
Or, I'm sorry, I'm mixing up stuff. The original thing you asked about.
But the Kingdom of Night?
The Kingdom of
Yes,
Night, yeah.
Kingdom Night. There we go.
Well, I don't know nothing, but we're supposed to be looking for Mother Night. That was in our reading. It just kind of sounded like somewhere we needed to go.
Fair enough. I was just curious.
I don't know nothing about this place.
Make a... Actually, I'm going to do something real quick. Make a check for Arturi. Make a religion check, Hattie. Or both Sal as well.
18.
18.
I got a 13. I think I have +1, but I have to find my thing. +2. 15.
15. Why? Mother Night, yes. Mother Night could be anything. It could be the darkness itself. It could be Strahd himself. It's simply the counterpart to the Morning Lord, yin and yang, if you will. If the Morning Lord is bright and good and gives the idea of a future and happiness, then the Mother Night is cold, dark, depressing. The worshippers of the Mother Night, but do believe there are few and far between, and I don't know any personally, they are not good people, I will say.
But you've encountered them.
I have not. No. These are all stories. Collect quite a few, traveling between these Vistani encampments with these games we play. Good stories. Stories nonetheless. Could be true. Could not be true. But I will say it's quite interesting and quite exciting that you also know of Dr. Rudolph Van Richten. You nailed it right on the head that the story of the Silver Fox is a pseudonym for his life. I admit, Dr. Van Richten has suffered many pains in his life, and some just, some very, very unjust. But due time, he found healing, redemption for both his sins and the sins of others. However, the rest of his story is not mine to tell. He kind of gives a weak smile. He notes, he stands up, or he's already standing. He kind of like gives like a posture as if he liked the conversation to end, and he says, "But Dr. Van Richten did later find precious friends who began to heal his broken heart, beginning with his student Esmeralda Davenir, and seems his most recent student, Sal, you, I'm sure, contributed to mending his broken heart, and I do hope that he lives and is out there, and if only so that he may one day find the peace that he has long searched for.
I agree.
I-
He did seem to be trying to mend his ways when I knew him. But admittedly, he didn't talk much about his past. I know you said it's not your story to tell, but perhaps it could help us understand where he's at currently and understanding his inner thought processes. And especially if Sal can roll a persuasion check.
I will let you roll a persuasion check on this. Sure.
Good thing I have a +0. Oh, I rolled a 17 still.
17. You try to get a little bit more out of him. He kind of like rolls his eyes and gives a little exhale and well, because you knew him, all I'll say is there were many curses involved in his life, and Dr. Van Richten and I, we decided that we could aid one another to see his curse lifted, and mine as well. He smiles and says, but that's a story for another campfire. He says, it's been a pleasure speaking with you all, but I really must get back to work. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you. About face.
Cool.
Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
want to ask Sal. What? So, what curse did he have then?
Sal, you don't know.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I don't think I know. Patty, I'm not quite sure, admittedly. That's a great question. Perhaps he is dealing with some variation of lycanthropy, I think. Lycanthropy.
It was close. Yeah, there you go.
And because realistically, the last time I saw him was before falling asleep, and when I woke up, he was gone.
You didn't see him after your village got attacked.
I saw
Or
him for a long time after that.
Oh.
But this happened about a year ago, I believe. I can't believe it's been that many moons.
Speaking of the moon, was it a full moon that night?
My friend, I do not remember. Had I only paid attention to the details, hindsight is 2020.
Alright, well, we should be on then, right?
Yeah, I think
Indeed.
it's time for us to leave.
I'm excited to try the most delicious pies. The good berry pies.
Uncle, I hope that
It's ready.
your berries are ready.
I've been making them all night.
Hopefully, Granny's ready.
Sal actually looks at Dunkel and says, "How do you produce a good berry?"
I like look in and straighten my bow tie and just like awkwardly kind of smile at him. I imagine there's just like a faint glow, like a.
Very interesting. Scrawls notes into his little notebook.
The trick of the Heaven Stashers! How do you think we've survived to have a 72nd?
Does the Great Dale not provide you with sustenance?
Sure, cranberries, walnuts,
Your favorites?
Pecan, pistachios, peanuts, most legumes, really. Blackberries, raspberries if you're lucky, blueberries. There's strawberries down by the creek.
I do love me some strawberries. The Great Dale sounds luscious.
I think I'd
Yeah.
like to visit the Great Dale one day.
Me too.
Will you take us there?
Sure, but I can't go back empty-handed.
Ah, yes. We'll go for your wedding.
I want to ride. I'm not welcome back. They won't let me in.
I look at Walren and I say, we're going to be invited to Dunkel's wedding.
I look at Sal and I go, excellent.
Well, surely, if you help me meet my bride, of course you're invited to the wedding.
I said I'd
It'll be
help.
a grand event.
I'm excited. What does a Have and Stasher wedding look like?
Just kind of like look off into the distance. And then I describe like a very tranquil scene, like in the woods with like a trickling creek and like vast amount of flowers and everyone like singing and dancing, almost like a setting that would be in the Shire, you know, like just like a very like wholesome, like country foresty event.
Perfect.
So the opposite of a Freemason meeting.
100%. Yeah,
Like a
there's-
Freemason wedding would not be a Have and Stasher wedding.
Correct. You would never think that the Haven statues were being sacrificed.
Okay, good.
I mean, they're-
That's all I need to know.
Perfect.
This has been a wonderful learning experience. Shall we continue onwards to the windmill?
Can you tell me how many good berries I have?
How many? I don't know how many good berries you have.
Okay,
I'm
30.
gonna be honest with you.
Did
Do
we
you make
take a-
30? Do you make 30 per cast?
I make 10 per cast, but I had 3 open spell slots, and I said I was just going to make them all night.
Okay. You have 30 good berries.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't remember how many good berries I said it took you to make a good berry pie.
70.
Maybe 70.
70. Okay. I wrote it down on a post-it note somewhere, but I have so many post-it notes. I do have the post-it note with the good berry pie stats though that we're gonna use again.
So do I.
Perfect.
Did we rest?
For Friendsgiving, are we making a good berry pie?
Oh shit, we
Yeah,
probably have to,
definitely.
right?
Are we having a
have to.
Friendsgiving?
Sounds like we are now.
We're having Friendsgiving. Kevin, mark your calendar.
We're
Yeah,
only
when's
eating
the day?
pie.
I'll bring the D&D cookbook,
Perfect.
and we won't tell Courtney all the food's D&D themed.
True.
Oh, that'll be
You'll be like,
hilarious.
that's so good.
You'll be like really into the food, yeah, and be like,
Yeah. She'll be like, "Oh my god, this roast turkey leg is like wonderful."
Wow, this berry pie is so
Yeah,
good.
it's called Lego Dragon.
what do we think about the night of Good Friday?
The night of Good Friday.
Friday?
That's what
I am still waiting on my holiday work schedule. I should be getting that by this weekend.
It changes?
It changes for the holiday season.
Like more in office or less in office?
Same amount in office, but
Oh.
just potentially different days. To like they send out a survey, and everybody has to rank like what days they prefer and put it in order. What
How was
days
Good
you
Friday?
don't prefer.
Yeah, right. I'm looking that up.
Good Friday.
March 29th is when it says.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like April, right? We're doing Friendsgiving in April.
Do you mean Black
Mm.
Friday?
That is what I
The,
meant.
the Friday before Thanksgiving, then?
The one after.
Oh, the one after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what does Black Friday mean to you, Ikenna?
Not a lot.
The Friday before Thanksgiving? So 6 days
Oh,
before
I gotcha.
Thanksgiving?
I understand now.
I mean, we can do it then, if that's like how it works.
I don't
for everyone.
care.
If that's how Ikenna celebrates it, then
That's how the Nwave family does it.
Listen, I can't wait for you guys to celebrate Kwanzaa with me. Just kidding, I don't do that.
I was gonna say, do you really celebrate Kwanzaa? Be honest. Don't you lie to me.
No.
have you ever?
No.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Neither would I, friend. Neither would I.
At Google.
Yeah,
Google,
start at Google. Probably end it
Google
at Google
search.
as well.
Yeah.
All right, December 1st. Friendsgiving. Can't wait.
Dude,
Friday.
you're all over the place. Thanksgiving's always a Thursday.
I'm just kidding.
I think you Googled the start of Kwanzaa. I'm gonna be honest.
What is Kwanzaa, really?
All right, what's everyone doing?
Talking to Granny.
The grannies.
Do I apply a rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
A
everyone
long
apply
one.
everyone apply a long rest if you haven't done so already. Even if you have full HP, it might be worth doing it in case you've used up some abilities
Scale?
that reset on long rests.
You hijacked my snack.
What kind of popcorn is that?
The best kind ever.
It's Himalayan gold
Ooh.
pink salt popcorn.
Interesting.
It's called, the brand is Lesser Evil.
Okay.
Long rest,
It's
right?
delicious.
Pretty evil. I can taste the Himalayans.
Real Himalayans.
All right,
Grind it up and put it.
off to grind as we go.
All right. Wonderful.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Making my way downtown.
Fucking fast faces past.
Where is the windmill? Over here? It's so small.
For a second, that looked like a large cross.
Don't go like towers over the windmill.
You guys are get to about here, about halfway there. Actually, you know what? Yep, you get about there. You let's say probably about an hour hike to get there. Through the mist, you see what can only be described as a skeletal war horse and a rider on top, both clad in ruined, tattered chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern, and the interesting thing about this lantern is that it sheds no light. It is wandering on the path in front of you.
Or like a place to take cover.
You by the time you see it, because it's so foggy and misty, about pull up a little map here. We'll just go to our default.
So is it like if we see it, then it sees us?
One moment. It does not notice you. I'm gonna bring you guys over to
Do I?
fetch.
Can I roll, or do I like know what this creature may be?
Yeah, you can roll. Gosh, what would that be? Knowledge check. Do like a wisdom check, I suppose.
Just a wisdom check. 14.
A 14. You do not know what this is. What I described is basically what you see. You see this skeleton riding atop a skeleton horse with Yeah, just like rusted, ruined chainmail on both of them. Very obviously like a war horse. They seem to be kind of like make a perception check actually before I describe what you notice about it. You see it, but let's see what else you notice with the perception check. And anyone can do it.
I rolled a 7.
Anyone?
At 20, but
Thank
minus
God.
1 for perception.
Still,
No, for
I got a 17.
I got a 18.
So a 19, a 17,
One
an
up me.
18,
And a 1.
and a well. No, Alex,
Burns the dice.
Yeah, Alex,
Roman
what do you
right.
got?
crack. Right now.
when is the next blood moon? Do those charge better?
It was just this last time that we had
Jesus
we were
Christ.
dice in the hot tub water.
Do you think it's because we're too far away from a blood moon?
That's the only thing I can think of.
What do you have to do? Get on the roof?
Everything up.
If you need to get on the roof, you just need to get on the roof. Oh God, we're gonna do a. Or pretend that's a skeleton. There's no token of a skeleton horse.
Love it.
Just double check the size. I'm gonna see if he's large. I'm pretty sure it's large, so I'll make it a stat block bigger for you guys.
Oh. That's a big
Big.
boy.
It's a big horse. Horses are big. Especially a war horse.
Clydesdales.
Yeah, sure. Imagine that, but a skeleton. You notice your group perception check here. I assume you're sharing information. You notice that it seems to be wandering, as if it is lost, as if it's not. It doesn't look aggressive. It looks confused.
What is that?
I've seen anything like that in my life.
Indeed. What do you think it's looking for?
But I think it's better that we let it pass.
Yeah, I guess we don't need to talk to it, right?
Is there anything on the ground that I could like throw in the opposite direction?
Yeah, there's probably like some pebbles and rocks and stuff.
I'll try to do that. Just, like make it just like look that way and go that way.
Let me see that. And I like reach for your rock,
I'll give it to you.
and I catch magic stone.
I'm not
Okay.
trying to hurt it.
The stone is imbued in magic. You have the ability to throw it for damage if you'd like.
Here's your rock back.
Great.
Now it's a magical rock.
Does the rock like glow or anything?
I imagine it just like occasionally like rattles.
Love it.
Does it make a noise when it rattles?
Only if it's on something that it would rattle against.
Alright, I just chuck it in like the opposite direction to see if it'll make them go that like away from where we're headed.
Cool. Make a an athletics check. Missy, is that a map?
What?
Is that a map?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh my gosh.
It's got Post-it notes on.
I love it.
She's good.
Oh wait, I'm good at that. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. You are good at that. the one you're good at.
14.
14. You chuck it. clocks into a tree, makes an echoing noise through the woods. It the horse kind of turns its head and moseys. It's not like a quick like it's not quick. It moseys off towards the direction of the rock that you threw.
And we run past?
I think
Quietly?
we should run past.
Yeah, let's take this opportunity.
Alright, let's go.
Guess we're all in agreement and we run past, right?
Yeah.
Run,
Okay.
run.
Sounds good.
run.
Everyone's just takes off sprinting, running past. Second here. Since you get about equidistant to it on the path, you turn your head. It doesn't notice you. And it's interesting because it's even kind of turned in your direction now, as if it should see you. And maybe it does, it just doesn't care. And you continue to sprint past.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and perpendicular from us, I would like to have the sound of like a wolf howling.
Okay. Yeah, the wolf is howling. You glance back to see if there's any reaction from it. It gives none. It simply continues wandering, searching for something, you think.
I don't think that's a horse.
Is it then?
I don't know, it's creepy as shit. What horse wouldn't run from a wolf?
And everything here is creepy. I say we just
I don't,
run
I
away.
don't think we can do anything to help it.
I don't think it's alive or worth helping. I just
I say we continue.
I just hope it's not a watchful eye for Strahd.
Very well could be.
Well, it didn't see us, so let's go.
Are you sure?
We
Think
were
so?
warned of the spies that roam the forest.
Let's not linger.
You think
Yeah,
it'd be
nice.
hard to take the head?
Take the head.
Sure, off a skeleton horse.
It wouldn't be hard, but what do we want it for?
Or its eyes.
You just said it's creepy as shit.
Alright.
It's not watching us, Dunkel. If we want something that has Strahd's eyes, we want something that's going to watch us.
Alright.
I continue walking.
Okay.
So
Sal,
Anyone
have you
else?
ever seen anything like that?
I haven't, admittedly. It's
What do you make
quite-
of it?
Well, I'm not quite sure. And that's why I think it could be a potential henchman of Strahd. It looks lost and non-menacing. Strahd hasn't necessarily been violent towards us. And it looks like a dead horse, a skeleton on top. Like I'm not quite sure how a dead horse could be moving around without the influence of magic, and Strahd is a magic being, so
Do you think it's Strahd's horse?
what was that?
Do you think it's Strahd's horse?
Potentially.
You want to keep walking? Or do you think we should deal with it?
Sal grins slyly and says, well, I mean, I'm always down for a little knuckle busting, but I'm in agreement with the group if most of them want to head on out without being seen. I'm fine with that as well.
Why would we ask for trouble when we haven't been spotted?
A little
I just
fun.
hope that we haven't been spotted. It's not like
Even
they
if-
would tell us, hey, I spotted you, and I'm going to pretend I didn't.
Even if we had, I'm sure Strahd has other ways of keeping tabs on us besides this horse.
It's
Aren't
true.
you worried, Warren?
Of course, I don't like being spied on, but I don't know if it's worth putting ourselves in danger when we might be spied on inevitably in the end. You could have a bird that flies around us that we haven't even seen yet. You could have a rat that's...
Sure. And when we do see it, we'll just let it go.
You might not. We might not see it, and it might see us. So I don't think it's... I don't know if it's the best idea to worry about it.
All right.
I say we keep going. We've got pies to make.
Eddie, what do you think about the horse?
I think it looked dead and confused, and you ain't got time for that. Okay, let's keep going.
Fair enough. I look at everybody. I'm like, are we good with that?
Sure. I'm going to hang back, though. I'm going to keep eyes on it. I'll stay with the party, just a little behind.
Right? Be careful back there. And I start walking.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ken. Are you streaming a map?
What?
There it is.
It's just upside down.
Why?
What's up? What's up?
Our television or our Chromecast is upside down. We don't know why yet.
What?
Oh,
We just got the iPad updated, but like the Chromecast is upside down.
Oh, the iPad's working now.
The iPad is working.
That's good.
Oh, why is this like this?
I didn't even know you could turn it upside down.
you need me to get Spectrum on the line?
No.
I'm sure they'll do a lot.
Ask them what my password is, please.
Okay.
But yeah, so like Dunkel just keeps like a visual chain going. So like
Yeah.
stay as far behind of the party as I can and still keep an eye on the horse.
Yeah, like keep walking backwards almost, keeping your eyes. Yeah, exactly. Kind of, it's one of these. You continue onward. Dunkel, you see that the horse is kind of back in the center of the road now. Still looks extremely lost. The skeleton riding the horse looks equally lost. The look on your face, however, lets me know that you probably figured out your Chromecast. Yeah. You continue on. The fog is thick as you continue down the path, obscures the top of the cliff overhead, and the road itself grows narrow and treacherous with loose stones and deep ruts that make it difficult to maintain your footing. Soon enough, though, the road levels out, continuing past a ruined 3-story watchtower perched atop the edge of a cliff. The tower's old stone walls are covered in moss and ivy, its rotten wooden door hanging off its hinges. Nearby, 2 fresh graves sit against the road. An animal's corpse seems to lie in the tall grass, not far away.
Look like a horse.
Can't tell from where you are.
We go inspect it a little bit further.
It was stupid, but yeah, I feel like we should go inspect it.
I want to
Yeah.
look at the graves. See.
Okay.
Here lies Gustav.
Not me, Dad.
Okay, you approach a little closer towards the corpse, which isn't too far away from the 2 graves. Alex and who's investigating the corpse?
I
was-
will.
Hattie and Sal. Did Sal you also say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Missy and Alex, roll a d6.
3.
Three.
Missy and Alex, roll another d6.
4.
5.
Let me see here. One moment. Okay. Alex, you get to go first. You approach the graves. 2 graves. Make me a survival check as you approach.
10.
A 10. Okay. They are graves. You notice that the graves are unmarked in terms of name. However, you notice that some pebbles have been arranged in the soil atop each grave to form the shape of a rising sunburst. You recognize this as the symbol of the Morning Lord.
I tell everybody, hey, these, whoever they were, worship the Morning Lord.
Alright, well, most people here do, right? Probably
Correct.
under Strahd.
No,
Or he killed him.
I don't think a lot of people do that. I think it's the opposite, isn't it? Because wasn't the church really empty?
Maybe that was the case before Strahd came to these lands.
Right. I think that, like, the Morning Lord was what everyone believed in, and now he's trying to make it that they don't.
Hattie, you and Sal are approaching the corpse. This is not a horse. As you get closer, you notice that this corpse belongs to a wolf. You see that it is riddled with crossbow bolts, and there are 2 spears sticking up the side of its belly. It's just been laid here, tossed into a pile.
Looks like we found some dinner for tonight.
Ew.
Um,
Oh,
Make a.
yeah,
This
I was going to say, you guys can also make survival checks here on this wolf.
everybody, or just Eddie and Sal?
Whoever approached it, which the only people I heard were Hattie and Sal. So
I
got a
rolled 10.
14.
10's no good. 14, Hattie, you get the you could you think that this wolf was probably killed about 2 days ago. Can't be more than a few days old in terms of how dead it is.
It seems to have just happened not long ago. So whoever did it, thought it would be nearby. Might be in this tower. So the door is just like open.
Yeah, I think so. Or it's at least hanging open.
Yeah, the door looks like it's been kind of half pulled from its hinges. It's just rotten, hanging off. You get the idea. You could probably very easily open it and get through it.
And for good measure, I don't remember seeing a crossbow on either of those, like skeletons that we rode past, right?
No, you didn't notice any crossbow on them.
Okay.
You talking about the warhorse and the skeleton
Yeah.
riding it? Yeah,
Yeah,
you didn't notice crossbow.
Okay.
Would it be
Yeah.
like an echoey tower? Like if I just stuck my head in and like screamed like, "Oi, anybody in there?"
Oi, oi, oi!
Are you doing that, or are you asking if you do that, that will happen?
I'm just asking if like it seems like it would echo all the way up, or if it would just be like a. I'm just gonna yell up there. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It seems
I think you could ask.
I mean, it seems like a tower. You could certainly try whatever you'd like. I mean,
like the voice travels 1,000,000 feet or something. I'm gonna try it. I was gonna yell up there and see if any. Oi! Anybody up there?
Oi, 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 oi.
oi. Yeah, you. To answer your question of like, I guess what I'm assuming you're getting at is how big is it? That's what I'm taking from that question.
Yeah.
It's about 2 stories tall. You see like a window a little bit higher, assuming that might be the second floor, and no window on the bottom floor. But you yell. It doesn't echo. It's not that big, I guess. But I mean, it may be like a soft echo, just based on nothing being in there. You think maybe, but are you poking your head in? Or are you just kind of like yelling through the unhinged door?
I would just yell through the unhinged door.
Okay. Yeah, you're met with nothing other than if you were to yell in a room, I guess, and that kind of echo. Nothing huge.
I don't hear anything in there. No, I don't think anybody wants to come out. You guys feel like you need to go in here, or can we move on?
I would be interested in checking it out.
Can I do a check to like kind of look around and see if like there's any footsteps leading from like the corpse or anything like into the tower or like?
Yeah, make a survival check.
It's gonna be a 17.
You see you don't see footsteps. You can tell though that you see that the door, there's like a line, I guess, on the ground where the door would swing open and shut as if it has been opened and shut. I don't know, recently enough to leave marks, I guess.
I think whoever did this is definitely inside.
Well, I still think we should definitely go check in on that, because if they potentially killed these 2 people in the graves, who's to say that they won't do that to us?
I agree. Let's go into the tower.
And I'll elaborate. When I said no footsteps, I mean you don't pick out any like definitive set of tracks, I guess. You can tell that I mean you didn't check well enough to pull up any tracks if there were any, and you can just tell that stuff has happened around here. You can't quite tell like where somebody would have ended up, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want you to assume someone's in there based on what I said.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you're not correct,
Right.
but
I got you. I still think there's somebody in there.
did I hear someone open the door?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
open it.
Or Sal can open it.
I mean, if you want to, by all means.
Go right ahead, Monster Hunter.
All right.
Is this on Tailspire or no?
No, we're all using our imagination right now.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to be relevant. I just want to like point out that I'm not like in the cluster with the party.
Kind of hanging back.
Like, yeah, I'm still like I was still trying to see both. So
You're
yes.
so you've probably gone about 30 minutes since the horse, and you haven't noticed the horse coming yet. If that, I don't want you to think like this is like directly after that, but you're certainly like allowed to still be double checking.
Yeah, no, I thought this was like soon after. So,
Gotcha. No, that's my mistake. This is, yeah, we'll say about 20 to 30 minutes since that.
okay. Then yeah, I'm just like at the back of the party, I guess.
Okay.
Not far off. It's like the back of the party.
Yeah.
Like I
No,
have to do, and I never like bothered to get in front of anyone.
gotcha. Cool. Let me see real quick. Yeah, so this tower you're approaching and now opening the door. It's a tower of white stone. You see on top of the tower there's these golden statues of what seems to be like mighty warriors, human warriors. They look ruined, crumbled, I guess. They're not like full. They're old, broken down. Who opened the door, by the way?
I did.
Okay. Sal, you opened the door. The door's made of rotten, iron-bound wood. The iron's like broken, and the wood's cracked and moldy. And you push it open fairly easily. When you do open the door, you see that a cold, unlit hearth stands across from the door. The wind is like howling down its chimney, not aggressively, but you can still hear it. And there is a stone staircase on the south wall with 3 windows that look out over a foggy sea that you can see. This tower, I guess, it's not big. On a map, it would be 3 by 3 squares, I guess. So, but what's that? 15 feet across, 15 feet. But imagine like a cylinder, I guess, like a circle. So not too big. You guys could all fit in there, but not much moving around. If that gives perspective.
You said there's an unlit hearth and like essentially across the room from me.
Yeah.
And do I like see the spots where a fire would be?
Yeah, I mean you can see the place where the fire should go. You can tell with no check that this has not been lit for a very long time. As you do like kind of approach and check it out, which I assume you're doing since you asked me that question, you do see some glint of like a shimmer. You spot something that's kind of lying up upon the hearth. It's a broken pendant, just kind of lying there. You can see like the chain is almost like broken, but it's a pendant nonetheless.
I'd like to scoop it.
Okay, you scoop it. Like I said, the chain is broken, but it is a pendant of a silver dragon that you just found.
Now,
It
you
is-
said
it
it's
is-
a broken pendant, so like, do I see a full silver dragon on the broken pendant that I have, or is this like a half and half kind of thing?
You see the silver dragon. The chain itself is broken on the pendant, but the
actual token itself
piece,
is
the
all.
token itself is good.
Okay.
You scoop it up. The first thing you do notice though as you scoop it up is it is freezing. It is cold to the touch as you hold it.
Interesting. Whew. He kind of gives it a little bit of a and from there he'll put it in his pocket and use firebolt to light the hearth.
Okay, yeah, you light the hearth and it lights up.
Can I do like an Arcana check on the pendant?
Yeah, of course.
How does an 11 do?
It's exactly as I described. You're not sure whether there are magical properties to this, but you do find it interesting that this pendant feels colder than the environment that is around it.
Can I set it on the edge of the fire?
Mhm.
Let's see if
Yeah, you place it, you kind of scoot it up next to the fire. You're kind of watching, I assume waiting to see if it'll warm up. You wait a good few moments until you think surely this would be warm by now, and you pick it up and it is cold to the touch.
Can I do like a perception check on it to see if I like see or notice anything strange outside of just that? Because Arcana was specifically for magic, right?
Sure, you can roll a perception check.
18.
There's no like Lord of the Rings magic text that appears when you hold it on the fire. It's no different than what you saw before.
Hey guys, look what I found. I don't know why it's cold. I just pulled it out of the fire.
It's cold. What?
Touch it.
I asked, and I'm like, "Who?
It is cold to you too. Yeah.
That is absolutely strange."
I agree. Maybe we need some special kind of fire. Maybe that's why there's a dragon here.
Maybe.
I would say hold on to that, Sal, and maybe we might uncover its mystery soon.
I open the bag of holding while it's still on my back, and I toss the pendant back there, and I catch it.
Swoosh.
Do we notice anything else in there in the room if we're investigating, or was that the only fun thing?
Just the stairs that go up.
I'll go up the stairs.
Okay. Hattie climbs the stairs about 20 feet up. Everyone else kind of following.
Yes.
Okay.
The Hattie, the upper level of the tower is an icebox it's just very, very cold. It's the windows are set in about every wall. There is a rusted iron ladder bolted to the floor and the ceiling, and it leads up to what you see is a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling. And again, there you still kind of hear that wind coming down through the chimney now.
Doesn't make any sense though why it's cold up here. Just is cold.
It's just cold.
I mean, I guess we need to go up this ladder. Are you guys good yet? And I'll go, but
So I mean, it's cold in a sense that you guys are very high in elevation in terms of the rest of there's like a valley down below that it kind of oversees. So you assume it's cold just based purely on being high up in the air.
okay.
Yeah.
I would still be interested in seeing more, but
All right, let's keep going up.
Continue.
Onward up the ladder.
And he climbs up. The trapdoor in the ceiling pushes open with a squeal, and it reveals the rooftop of this tower. And you look around and see the stormy gray sky around you. Let's see here. Let's see. Gotcha. At the rooftop, you don't find really too much. You look around and you can kind of see just like a good view of the area. You see Sayre Falls to the northwest. You see Sayre Pool to the northeast. To the south, above and beyond the slopes of Mount Gacchus, you can see only an impenetrable wall of thick gray fog. Like you can just see, I guess, the edge of Barovia from where you are and where it continues no further.
All right, you good then?
I guess so.
I have not gone up the tower.
Are you asking me or telling me that?
I was just saying that to the party.
Okay, gotcha.
Just so people aren't expecting a response from me.
I just kind of want to look around, see if there's anything that gives me any more information or anything that catches my eye.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Gonna be a 10.
Okay, nothing outside of what I have already described.
Seeing Walren investigate, can I tag along? Sal's always interested in looking for treasure.
Sure.
Can I
I'm already halfway
just
up the
give
ladder.
him advantage, or do you want me to roll an investigation?
Your choice. Your choice.
I'll check out the other side. 22.
Second here.
Sorry, it's nothing personal. I have a +6 to my investigation.
Yeah, I got a +0.
Alright, let's see.
You look too well and you found Strahd.
Hey guys, I think I found keys to a spaceship.
Is that a pod racer?
Another broom!
Ah. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay.
I almost forgot about the broom.
Sal, on one of the statues of the warrior, you notice something interesting about one of them. Like I said, they're all crumbled and broken, but around its neck, dangling off its back, you see a cloak that is kind of attached to it, where a cloak would be on a person. But it is, instead of a stone cloak, it is a real cloak on the statue.
I would like to take said cloak and take a look at it. Investigate that bad boy.
Okay, you take a look. This cloak does look like a special cloak. Looks very ornate. It is dark blue with gold trim around the edges, and it is like velvety red on the inside.
Fancy. Cool. Guys, I found a cloak. Sal says all excited.
Great.
It and Sal, you can obviously tell this is you can tell that this is a magical item. It's almost like tingling and thrumming in your hands.
Cool. I would like to I'd like to put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
For now, I'm just gonna put in my notes magic cloak.
Gotcha. What do you guys do?
Alright, we should get out of here, right?
Yeah, I guess we're done here, right?
I think
Yeah, let's
so.
go.
Alright. Back down the ladder.
All right, you guys backtrack your way down the watchtower and find yourselves back on the old Svalich Road. You continue west. Let's see here. It's a winding mountain road, and the jagged peaks looming ominously through the fog far above. The air grows colder as the road passes through a dark evergreen forest, the thick canopy once more blocking out much of the sky's dim light. The only sounds that follow you are the crunching of fallen leaves and an occasional rustling in the underbrush. What do you do when you hear the rustling in the underbrush?
Freeze and perceive.
Freeze and perceive. Okay.
Like by our feet? We're
It's off to
walking?
the side. It's off to like the edges of the road. So like lining the road would be the underbrush, and you kind of hear something rustling in there as you're walking by.
Or rocket it. Bam!
How long is that magic pebble good for?
I threw that one already. I just have a regular
Oh, you did?
rock.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you just like, in one sweeping motion, you're low enough to the ground, you kind of pick up a rock in a 180 and just like chuck it at the brush. Make a strength check at disadvantage. You do not know what you're throwing at.
Oh, dang it. I got a nat 20 and a 3, so 7.
Okay. You throw it, and you can hear it kind of hitting the ground and rolling. It just kind of dies as it hits the ground.
So nothing like came out though. Nothing was spooked.
You do hear like a more rustling, and you can hear something now running the opposite direction of you.
Huh. It's gone, guys. It's fine.
I'm gonna run after it.
Into the woods?
Yes.
Okay. You run past the underbrush. Make a perception check, please.
$13.
You do not see what you are running after. As you kind of bust through the underbrush and through the clearing, you no longer hear nor see anything.
All right. I am going to. I'm going to I'm going to try to use speak with small beasts. And I'm just going to like say into the general direction of like where I last heard it. Like, I'm not gonna hurt you. Anything, I just want to talk to you.
You are met with silence.
I'll wait. And I just like sit down.
Okay.
And I continue to try to speak with small beasts. And I just try to like keep reiterating the fact that like I'm not going to hurt you.
You get the sense. Make a. This would be like a feeling. Make an insight check. Assisted with a perception check. So make insight and perception.
Insight 7.
Okay.
Perception dirty 20.
30-20. Okay. You sit there for a while. You still do not see or hear anything.
How long's he been gone?
I don't know. How long are you willing to sit there, Dunkel?
I think like after 2 minutes, I'm gonna go after him.
Okay. 2 minutes go by. Dunkel, you still do not hear anything. Hattie approaches.
Wait, what are you doing? Get back here.
I was trying to talk to whatever that was.
Or why?
I don't know. There's supposed to be like nothing living in this land. So if everything is just Strahd's eyes and bullshit, I think it's important to just really dissect like what's around us. It's one thing if it's just a squirrel or a grasshopper, but that stuff's not supposed to be here.
Well, I
All
think
this
it
is
was
just
just the squirrel
dead.
and a grasshopper. I think that's what it was.
There's not real animals here, Hattie. Haven't you noticed everything's dead?
There's ravens. Oh, a bunch of ravens.
Great. Haven't we proved that half of them aren't even real ravens?
Have we seen other ravens since we've been here?
The last one was gigantic and made out of whatever spell concocted that. I don't even know.
Got me this
Walren-
helmet.
Walren, real quick, make me an animal handling check.
It is that time of the night for him.
Walren's pooping.
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
god.
Are you kidding? It's actually an hour late for him, so it'll be a
It
big
is,
one.
and he ran there, so must have been really important.
Um, Listen, I don't think now is the time to be sitting in the woods going after animals. But if we find one that you can talk to, I got your back when it's time. But now's not the time.
I don't need your support. I can talk to almost all of them as long as they're real.
They're not talking to you, though.
Right, because none of them are real. That's alarming.
This whole place is alarming.
Yeah.
Why are you just sitting in the middle of the dark? Not helping anyone. You keep going away.
Right, I'm just... I don't know, grasping at straws here. You're not curious what's been tracking us?
Oh, we've seen him. He came to talk to us. You know who's tracking us. It's up to us to find all the things that stop him.
What was that? That just ran away.
Blue squirrel.
It wasn't a squirrel. I can talk to squirrels. I've done it 1,000,000 times.
I think I scared it. I'm pretty good at throwing rocks.
I'm pretty good at convincing squirrels I'm not going to kill them. I do it all the time. I wasn't a squirrel, Hattie.
Alright. Wasn't a squirrel. But it was scared of my rock, so we both win. They go back.
Okay.
You and Lauren are going to regret this, but sure.
Okay.
Nature has a lot to teach us. There's a lot going around us in the living world. Even though this world isn't so living, but sure, let's go. And I follow Hetty back.
Walren, real quick while I'm thinking about it, make me an animal handling check.
15.
The blue-tipped raven decided to hop onto your shoulder, kind of lean and kind of perch there, and travel with you from Serpul and Cameron because it liked you so much.
Sick.
That was all. Just thought about it.
Can I command him?
No. No.
No, it's no Drizzy.
You can try, but it's gonna stare at you. It is. You have no mechanical features that let you do that. You can certainly ask it to do things, but it would act on its own free will.
Why don't you try talking to him again?
I named the bird Sam.
It's fine. None of it matters.
Do you guys press on?
Of course we do.
Yes.
Okay. As you continue on,
As we walk,
You-
I'd like to just quickly comment to Dunkel. I hear your concern, and I think there's validity. We should definitely keep an eye out still. Please continue, Taylor.
I should not itself.
you follow the river to the base of a canyon, at the far end of which a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist at the bottom of this waterfall. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet overhead. Here. Sorry. Okay. So you're at this bridge, and there is it's this arching bridge of mold and crusted stone that spans a natural chasm, and there are gargoyles cloaked in black moss that perch on the corners of this bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into the misty pool, like I said before, and the pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. I found a little map someone made. I could be wrong. But we're here. No, there wasn't a map of this one. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Here you are. This is on your map. I don't know if it's labeled or not, or if I think I gave you the player version, which wouldn't be labeled. But this is, if you've heard of people, Sal, you've heard people reference before. This is called Stair Falls, namely due to the waterfall that is there. When you arrive, sorry, go ahead.
It's on the map.
Is it? Does it say that? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Standing alone at the midpoint of the bridge, with its hands resting on the pommel of its sword, you see a very similar type of creature that you've seen before. If you remember the skeleton and armor and like the great sword that you fought on the Old Svalich Road before, he seemed almost intelligent. You see another one standing alone on this bridge, leaning against the pommel of its sword, the blade of which is planted firmly on the ground, and it's kind of like standing on this bridge, watching, waiting.
Do you think it sees us?
You can make a perception check.
11.
You don't think it does.
Right, so we're gonna try and like. Should we just try and fight this thing, or should we try and like talk our way through it?
So that we lean towards talking first, and then it comes to it. And then we fight.
The last one hated Strahd, right? Like, we still killed it, but it didn't like Strahd. So maybe this one's the same?
So there's only one way to find out.
Alright.
And I kind of take the lead, and I start walking towards this guy.
There's a really funny face in this rock figure.
See, like, eye, nose, mouth. I had to be intentional.
Right?
I see this up there, shoulder, like this one.
Randy, tell me when my mouse is getting near it.
You're right there.
We're right there. Alright.
Oh, fine.
Oh, you switch screens. Go back. I'll put you on the nose.
You can't.
You really can't
I
go back.
can't. No, I can't. Taylor can't.
What do you need? I'm sorry.
Can you go back to the other map for a second?
Sure.
Thank you.
Of course.
She's so mad. I'll be very fast. I promise.
That's okay.
I'm interested.
Reading on Jim.
Oop, I gotta bring you over. I went over, but I have to spot you guys. There you go.
All right. You ready, Kendall?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, yep. Yeah. All right. Roll. You're so close. Just go up a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. And then go left like 3 little squares. You are booping him on the nose right now. So his eyes.
Interesting.
What are we
Zoom in
looking
like
at? What's happening?
zoom in a
Just
tiny
the
bit.
face in the
You
mountain.
gotta
Zoom-
turn this way though.
Oh,
You gotta shift
Zoom in
it. Like
Zoom in
I
like one.
can't.
Oh.
I think that might be as far in as you can zoom.
No, it says waiting on GM, Taylor.
Oh, for what? Hold on, let me go back to that map.
Maybe because you left the map.
I mean, it shouldn't matter, but I'll go.
Right. Yeah, looks pretty good.
Okay, I am on that board. What are you trying to do? Waiting on GM?
Zoom out a notch. Zoom in a notch.
Whoa, what are you doing?
You're on the nose.
Hold the right click. What are you doing?
Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Right there. All right. Now take this cursor. Wait, stop. Right. Yeah. That's the nose, an eye.
He's got little eyebrows right here.
Yes.
Oh, I kind of see it. It's like a funny little face.
He's got a toothpick in his mouth.
A toothpick in his mouth. Okay, that was good. Thanks.
Yep. That's it. I'm glad you saw it.
All right, Taylor, take us away. Wisp us away.
Around the bridge. Hop on.
Go back over.
Was Missy
Find
really
where
mad?
you are.
Oh,
Answer might be yes.
I knew there was a map.
So cozy. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Find a guy real quick. Go ahead and use. We'll use this guy. He looks pretty cool. He's just kind of posted up in the center.
Nice.
Okay, you guys were what? What were you guys doing when you saw him? Were you trying to? I mean, you don't think he notices you. He's just standing there
Yeah, I
On
think we all
guard.
agreed that.
on point.
you were
I
gonna
think we
go
all
try and
agreed
talk.
that that's the way we got to go. So we're gonna approach.
Okay, go ahead. I think you have control over the characters.
You want to work like an order?
Whatever you want. Like how close are you getting? I guess. Are
Well,
you
I thought that I
hollering
would
from
go first.
afar? Are you? I guess you were just approaching, seeing if he reacts.
Yeah.
You approach. He is standing, staring straight ahead. He seems to be guarding. He's on guard.
Okay. I keep approaching. Oh, sorry.
You-
She said, "Oi."
Hey, what you watching for?
He looks up at you. He kind of squints, leans in. Old things are stirring, and the Lord of Castle Ravenloft roams the valley. Tell me, do you serve him?
Of course not. He was that way. He went that way. And I'll point behind us.
He doesn't move.
Him.
You do not serve Strahd.
I say, we would never serve him.
He you see like visible relief kind of fall over him. He's not standing as on guard. Please approach so that I may get a closer look at you.
And a motion like this to the party, and then we approach. Does everybody approach?
I stay where I was at.
I'll cautiously approach, but in the back.
So Donko, I leave you there.
Yep.
Okay. The rest of us approach.
Okay. A fine group of adventurers. He I am a knight of the Order of the Silver Dragon, but I wish I could give you more. I have long forgotten my name in life.
Silver Dragon, you say? And I look back at Sal.
You mean like this? And I hold up the pendant.
He bring that closer. Let me see.
Still cautiously holding. I walk up, but I keep distance like a big brother would, like showing his sibling something. So like I'm far enough where if they try to snatch it, like I'm able to move it away and kind of like give them the snide remark of you see with your hands, or something dumb like that.
Sure. Says, yes. I recognize it. Yes.
What's the Order of the Silver Dragon?
It's a order of knights that opposed the Lord of Ravenloft in life. Yes, if you seek more information, I suggest you speak with Sir Godfrey to obtain further information on this. I can only say so much.
And where's he?
What's his name?
But you both, two people talked.
Had to go
Two
ahead.
people talked.
I just need you to spell it.
Spell, oh my, in the common tongue.
Yeah, right.
Is that what I believe? Remember, it's been so long since I've had to spell. As a G O D yes R E what was that last Y? Yes, Sir Godfrey.
Right. Thanks. Pleasure.
Yes, of course. Don't ask me to use it in a sentence.
What did they oppose in death?
Yes, I believe that is an excellent question for Sir Godfrey. I am simply standing here, serving my duty for the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Where is Sir Godfrey?
I advise that you travel to
Arkenvorstold. To the west. I suppose you're going to ask me to spell that, too.
Yeah, please do.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
I
Let
thought
me
you
think
offered.
here. A. R. G. Y. N. V. O. S. T. H. O. L. T.
You said it's to the west?
Say that 5 times fast. Arkenvostold. Yes, that is to the west. That is
Oh.
where Sir Godfrey Gwillem awaits there. You see,
He's gonna be an alive guy?
you would raise his... Yeah, what?
He's gonna be alive?
No, he is. Unfortunately, like myself, Sir Godfrey Gwillem. He awaits those who would raise their swords against the darkness that lurks in the castle's depths.
Are you dead?
Yes, well, undead. But I am not alive.
What do you know about a skeleton on a horse walking around?
Skeleton. I can't say I've been standing watch over this bridge for as long as I can remember.
You have any horses that might be missing?
The skeleton horse. Oh.
I have been on this bridge for a very long time now.
Sure. Have any horses gone missing since then?
I don't know what there is to go missing. I cannot stress enough. I have not left this spot for years.
I don't care about that. What were you doing before you were in this spot?
And I was serving the Order of the Silver Dragon, of course.
Did the Order of the Silver Dragon have any horses?
They did, I suppose.
Where are they now?
I don't know. I've been on this bridge for quite some time.
Did that other guy know? Sir Godfrey?
He may. I have not spoken to Sir Godfrey in years, ever since he banished me here.
What did you do to get banished?
Looks away, looks back.
Because I raised my voice against my commander. Now, I stand like my brothers and sisters in arms, watching the dark places of this land, and awaiting an order that will never come.
What's the order?
It is a question I have thought about every day since being banished here. I do not know.
Wait, what's your name?
I do not remember.
We give you a name.
Oh yes, I guess I don't know my name in the first place, so I guess I can't object.
What's your name, Donkle? Needs a name.
You look like a Pippin!
Right? There it is. Sorry about that. That's her name now.
That's all right. It's a fine name. A fine name.
Pippin, what did you do to get outcast?
He said he raised his voice.
Sure, about what?
I simply cannot remember. I don't know. I remember pleading and begging for something, but I do not know.
Was it from Lord Godfrey?
What did you say?
Was it from Lord Godfrey?
Like the banishment?
Yeah.
Yes, it was from Lord Godfrey.
Why would we want to meet him?
Well, he is the commander, I suppose, and I must have done something awful to be banished and ordered to stand here for eternity, but as far as I'm concerned, he isn't banished himself. He may have answers that you seek.
Is he still alive?
No. He's dead.
Well, he's unalive, as I said. We are all like this. I would assume he is still walking among the living. My spirit is bound from disobeying his will. That is all I know.
That sucks. Good luck.
He kind of just gives a little bow and
Yes, well, you are free to traverse this bridge, as you are not an enemy of Strahd. This has been a stimulating conversation, and one that I have not had in some time. I wish you the best.
Can you come with
Pippin,
me?
is there anything we should be wary of ahead that you know of?
kind of like turns and looks over his shoulder.
None other than the beast von Zarovich himself. He is the land. He is always watching, listening. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows of our conversation here. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows that you are searching for Sir Godfrey. And now, come to think of it, was Sir Godfrey the one who banished me? I cannot call.
Who likes rolling dice the most? Missy, go ahead and roll me a history check for Pippin. See if you can remember exactly.
He got an 11.
An 11. Well, I needed a 10. That's great news.
Solid.
Not bad.
The name Vladimir comes to mind. Yes, Vladimir, yes.
You spelled it.
Sir Vladimir Horngard. He was the one who banished me. He was my commander. Sir Godfrey, yes, Sir Godfrey was his commander. I remember. But yes, if you seek Argenvostold, travel west beyond the walled town, then south upon the ash-grey path.
Got it. Thanks so much. We'll come back to visit you, Pippin.
Thank
Yes,
you, Pippin.
that would be quite nice. I would enjoy that very much. It was a pleasure speaking with you, friends.
And with that, he snaps back to attention on guard.
And my notes are a cluster today, guys. Holy moly.
What's that?
My notes are a cluster today.
That's good news. That means we're
We
getting info.
Can you spell that?
Please. Alright, let's go. Going through the bridge, on the bridge, onward.
Yes, you
Behind us for like Dunkel. I'm like, come on, we're going.
He was talking to him, so I think he came up eventually, right?
And then maybe he came up.
was Dunkel still bringing up the rear?
Well, he said he didn't come up the stairs.
Incorrect. I was shouting from cover.
Oh, you were
Oh,
shouting.
okay.
Gotcha. We got Casmus. Are you coming with us?
Yeah.
Alright, he's
You
coming
all,
with us.
you all
Okay.
walk. You all
Yeah.
walk past, and Dunkel, assuming you're bringing up the rear, the Pippin kind of leans over to you as you walk past and
I'm way behind
whispers.
the rest of the party. Yeah.
What's up?
Yep,
I
he
said, yeah.
as you walk past, he leans over and kind of whispers to you,
The Wandering One. Yes, the Wandering One you speak of has long sought a road to freedom through the mists. It has never succeeded.
and he snaps back to attention.
I stopped right next to him. Oh! There are those people that can, like, get out of here through the mist. That's who you're talking about.
The Wandering One, Dunkel. Think of the one you spoke of, who seemed to be searching for something.
I'm searching for something. Strahd's searching for something.
Do I hear this?
Depends on how far back Dunkel was walking.
I was pretty far back.
I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't think you would have. At least the scene I'm imagining in my head.
The Skeletal Rider, Dunkel. The Wandering One. He
Wandering
seeks
One.
escape.
Sorry, go ahead. What?
I'm literally repeating to
Oh,
him.
yes,
what-
yes.
Yes, the Wandering One. He seeks escape through the mists. He always will. He will never stop. And he will never succeed as long as Strahd reigns this domain.
Do you think he should get to escape?
That is not for me to decide, nor for me to have an opinion on. What do you think, Dunkel?
I don't even know anymore. I just need to get the fuck out of here. But thanks for your time. And I take my quarterstaff and I like bop his sword. And then I turn around and like walk towards the party.
He like looks down at it and looks back at you and just kind of
Yes, of course.
he snaps back to attention. You continue past the bridge.
All right, sorry. Do you go back like with the party, or are you still like back here?
I'm with the party, just like behind them.
All right.
You cross the bridge, and you continue for about another almost 2 miles. Takes about 30 minutes.
In the next 2 miles, I say out to the party, "Who's the wandering one?"
What are you talking about?
Who's the wandering one?
What do you mean?
Are you going to tell us? Or are you asking us?
I'm asking you, who's the wandering one?
Uncle, we have no idea what you're talking about.
That ghost skeleton on the bridge. Stop me. Tell me that the wandering one needed to make it through the mist. I didn't know what he meant, so he said it over and over again until I finally just tapped his sword and left.
I think he was talking about the horse and the skeleton that you were talking about for the last 30 minutes.
I don't know. You wouldn't let me fucking talk to him.
I think that's what he's talking about then.
Well, anyways, that guy says that one needs to make it through the mist.
We all gotta make it through the mist. He's gotta wait in line.
I didn't think you knew about him. Maybe I'll go back and ask. I immediately start beelining back to the bridge.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you go back to the bridge.
Is the same guard there?
Yep.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Is the wandering one on a horse?
Yes, that's what I said. The skeletal horse. The skeletal rider, the wandering one.
Am I supposed to get him through the mist?
Are you asking me if you should help him? That's not a question that I can answer. That certainly assist anybody in your life.
You think that I should assist everyone in my life?
That is
Uncle,
your decision
it's
to
time to
make,
go.
Uncle.
Why did you tell me he was seeking to get through the mist?
Because he is.
For
You
what
asked.
purpose? What's
Didn't
his
you?
purpose for getting through the mist?
Freeing himself from the land of Barovia. Just like all of us wish.
Who is he?
I do not know.
How do you know of him?
I've seen him wander from time to time. Up near this bridge, he is constantly seeking. Uncle, you must understand. In one way or another, literally, metaphorically, we are all seeking escape from the mists. We are all searching for our escape, our way out from something, whether it is the land of Barovia or our own personal demons. I am simply reminding you that your goal should be to escape the mists.
You know who he used to be?
I do not know who he used to be.
You know how long he's been doing this?
I do not know, Dungle.
Frustrated, I stomp off back towards the party.
Be well, Dungle, Avenstasher.
The 72nd!
He gives a nod.
Oh, Dunkel, did you learn anything else?
No!
So the Wanderer is the horseman, and he's trying to get out of the mist.
Right, but he's like undead, so.
But we're all trying to get out of the mist, so I don't see the advantage of helping him.
We can help him once we figure out how to get out of here, but right now,
Right.
we got more important things to do.
I'm done arguing you.
I'll say we press on, and we can think about this wanderer later. Agreed?
Agreed.
You press on for another 2 miles, about 30 minutes. You continue down the winding road, which climbs a short distance north before bending west to avoid a bald-headed peak to the right, its craggy cliffs bearing an array of sharp rocks that jut out over the roadway. It's not long before the road bends north once again, a second hill arising from the fog on your left. Twisted trees dotted steep slopes, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. As you travel deeper between the hills, the road narrows and the cliffs grow taller. Soon, through the hills... Soon though, the hills fall away once more, the road continuing forth into a small, fog-choked basin. Even here, in the mountains, the forest and the fog are still inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in two, widening towards the east. There, you see patches of cobblestone suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important and thoroughfare road. Let's see here. Okay. You see, in the road, let's see here, you see deep grooves in the muddy road that pass from the old Svalich road onto the old cobblestone. That if you can kind of look up, if you look on your map, I guess is what I'm saying, the cobblestone road that I'm referring to is that road that branches off towards Castle Ravenloft. If I pull up the campaign board and pull you guys over there real quick, you can see. So you're about here, I would say. So branching off to... What's that button? Yeah. Branching off to the east is this cobblestone road, and then off to the west here is like a muddy road. You can see in that mud, like I said, grooves, deep grooves in the muddy road, as if something is traveling from the cobblestone road onto that road and vice versa. That is all.
We have the map, so we know where Strahd's castle is, right? Like that we don't want to go there.
Yes, yeah, you know that heading east would take you towards Strahd's castle, Castle Ravenloft.
Alright, so we don't want to go this way. Try and go away from him. We gotta find our shit. And then we'll go that way at the end. Oh. Right?
Agreed.
I agree.
Right, onward.
It's 11:06. You guys want to pause? Or
Yeah.
keep going? It's up to you.
You guys.
Pause.
Party vote, I guess. I'm willing to do either.
I'm not gonna vote.
I say pause only because Alec has to get up early tomorrow.
Okay. Well, yeah, if someone's got to get up early, we should be responsible, I suppose.
Also, we can. What is early?
Yes, tell me what early is.
She's gonna get up at 5:30.
That's early.
Fair enough.
That's really...
It's not. It's
Randy,
not-
Randy, what do you think early is?
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
We've had former party members that have said, I have to get up early tomorrow. And we've been like, yeah, sure, fair enough. Yeah, like 10. Like,
Yeah, I
Oh
gotta
my
get up
God.
at 9:45 because I gotta get started. I gotta start getting ready by 10 to be out the door by 11.
like, wow, I haven't done that since.
So we're gonna stop, and you're gonna get a full 10 hours of sleep. And
Yeah.
Like I could even sleep that long.
that's insane.
5:30 counts as early. Good night.
10 minimum for Mr. Lawrence. He told me today that he's been getting up. He's been getting up between 7 and 7:30.
Holy shit.
Alright, okay, so what the fuck are we doing Friday night?
It's like a dream.
This upcoming Friday night?
Yeah, do we all just play again on Friday night? Can't we all play again on Friday night?
What is that?
Did you see that little thumbs down thing? What was that? Did you do that?
Huh?
How did you do that?
It must have been God.
Do it again. Replicate
It's
whatever
free.
you just did.
Asking?
Did you kind of say no?
I didn't do anything.
Don't fuck
My
with
hands
me
are
right
off
now.
the keyboard.
How did you do that?
Hands are off the keyboard.
God damn it. There was like, when you were talking, there was like a little bubble that popped up on your screen with a thumbs down.
Taylor, the gaslighting is ridiculous right now.
I hate you so much for it.
So we kind of definitely did it. We just have to figure out how. No,
I did not do it. I
your face.
promise you I did not do it.
I'm frantically searching for a way to do what you just did.
Taylor,
Okay.
your gaslighting is insane right now.
No. You're leaning on gaslighting. Your face read guilty when you.
My
said
face is red, Randy.
I can
Yeah?
right click
that. How did you do it?
message.
I swear to
Yeah.
Alex, did you see me touch a thing? I was just sitting here.
No, I'd read him out if he did.
My keyboard's over here.
Sound, activity
So I would have you would have seen me reach over here and do something in order for that to
with your
happen.
mouse. Where's your mouse?
This is over here.
God damn it. Did anyone else see that
I saw it.
No.
message?
There's no way
Watch
that's
it.
real.
It's sneakily been Kevin.
With silence for the 1000th time. I give up.
Yeah, what the heck? There's the thumbs up again. What'd you do?
There's no way that wasn't you, Taylor.
Fuck off. Kenna.
There's no situation it wasn't you.
I did that.
I've never been
Figured it
angrier.
out. Did it do it again?
Wow, I see Kevin's thumbs up, and I see Kenna's. I didn't see what thumb it was.
Oh, I see a
Well,
watermelon
there-
on Kevin.
Yeah, so on your screen a little thumbs down popped up. How are we doing this?
There was a weird like wonky face on Kevin.
Oh. I can do it on mine, but how did something pop it up on
No, but it was like a circular, like, little thing.
Is somebody just like on the? Are we
Is it
streaming?
hacked? No. Well, I mean, I'm recording.
Right now, they're just like playing around with it. Kevin, are you in GarageBand?
Kevin, do you have GarageBand open?
Kevin, can you play D&D on Friday?
Kevin, you've been really quiet this whole time. He's muted.
Yeah, I was muted for a while.
Did you see the thing that popped up on Missy's screen?
Negative ghost.
What the hell?
What
Oh,
the hell?
Taylor, can you teach me how to do that?
Can you teach me how to Dougie?
Also, if you won't, how much would I have to pay you to teach him how to Dougie?
I'm
Me?
yearning for it.
I don't know how to Dougie.
I would love the Dougie classes, like for Kevin.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you for
stopping there,
supporting my
Gordon.
hopes and dreams.